This is mostly where you should live. 7, 8. All right. I mean, who starts dentistry with full mouth rehabs? It's fillings, right? It's just fillings. All right, this is a secret to really good dentistry. Composite fillings for everything other than 6-year-old molars that are heavily damaged. Right? You put onlays, porcelain work on 6-year-old molars. Everything else, you just fill. Don't touch anything else. And then your patient is happy and you're happy. And then over the next 25 years of that patient's life, you systematically crown everything else that breaks. Because your job is to look after his grandkids. All right, that's your job, to look after that patient's grandkids. And they're only 25. That's your goal. That's your goal as a dentist. I want to look after your grandkids, but I'm only 25. Yeah, that's my goal. So I'm going to look after you so well, you're going to bring your kids and their kids are going to bring their kids. And I'm not going to crown every tooth in your mouth because that's not what you do for a 25-year-old. You just fill all the holes, and the teeth that need to be restored with indirect restorations, you restore them with indirect restorations. And even if they've got a mess in a mouth, do you sell them a full mouth rehab the day they walk through the door? No, you're going to core restore and do primary care. You're going to pull the amalgams out that are rotting. You're going to leave the amalgams that aren't rotting. And then you're going to build cores. And then you're going to teach them how to look after the teeth that they have. You're going to put them through the periodontal department. Then you're going to get their diet right. And then you're going to stabilize them so that they're not in active breakdown. And then you're going to sit with them a year down the track and say, right, we're going to look at your long-term plan, your 20-year plan. You see those 6s, they've all got cores. Once a year, we're going to build them up as permanent restorations, definitive restorations, porcelain. So every year, they're going to come back and they're going to do crown with you. And then one day they said, look, I'm a bit over it. Can we just do the rest of them all together? Sure. All right, but that's 10 years down the track after they've brought their kids in to see you. Now, that's how you do full mouth rehabs. You look after them for 20 years. And then one day, they actually need a full mouth rehab. And you say, you need a full mouth rehab. And they say, well, the kids have left home. I've put their deposits down for their houses. I'm not paying for anything else. My house is paid off. Sure, let's just get on it. So we do the same. We make it wider. And we work on the posture. Now, when they come in at 8, they will have a much bigger problem already, right? Because they've had 8 years traveling down the wrong road. And you're just telling them, look, all I'm going to do is reduce the need for you to have extractions, and hopefully you don't even need braces. So we unravel, we eliminate a division 2. Must eliminate. How are you going to grow your mandible if you're in a deep bite? You're not, right? Why aren't you? Because you're always holding your teeth in class 1 and your tongue is wedged between the molars because you're so retruded you can't breathe. All right, so we always eliminate a class 2, division 2, and we turn it into a semi-division 1. We always tip more than we think we should. And then you can get them to fit. Make the space. Get the lower arch better. Nice. Perfect. That's the secret. Why are we extracting uppers more than lowers? Because the lower arch is the anchorage arch. It's the arch we have to build the upper to fit. So we make that really nice. Did I expand the mandible? No, I just uprighted the molars, yeah? Level and align, that's all we're doing. We're not expanding the mandible, it's mandibular arch expansion. Okay, so you've done the mechanics. Who's still got no chin. But now we're 10. And we're going to show these pictures and say, hey, you happy with the teeth? Yep. You happy with your face? Then do the damn exercises. Do you want to look like a dork forever? With a nice smile. 11-year-old girls, right? Means nothing until when? Puberty. Means absolutely nothing. Not like how, look, what are we, what is he talking about? Teeth are nice. Like class 2, right? Well, the teeth coming through. So you say, okay, your teeth are straight at the front, but you still look like a dork. You're going to do my exercises? What were they again, Simon? Okay, this is the exercise. So we made no AP changes, right? All we just did was widen and level and align. That's all we did. So you did my exercises, yeah. The boy's giving you a hard time, yeah. Does she care that she's molar class 2? No, the boys care. So you'll get siblings of the little ones. Right? You'll treat the little ones, and then mum says, oh, we've just been to the orthodontist. Do you mind having a look? My older boy? Sure. Yeah, you need braces. Oh, but can we try? You gonna do the exercises? Posture is very powerful. So long as they have the space to be able to perform the exercises. You know how I talk about like really long treatment plans? Max. Max is part of the family. He's the narrowest, most crowded primary dentition I've ever seen in my life. So we thought we better do something. Because this kid is going to look like a dork for the rest of his life, right? He's really cute at 5, but do you want to look like that at 18? Of course, he smacked his front teeth against a coffee table and a swimming pool edge in the same week. So what did we do? We just made it big. widen it. Made it wider. Some tongue space. We just level and align. Steep curve of Wilson. Not a great curve of Spey, which is level and align. But here's the nice thing about growing kids. You upright them, you think turn a bit more, and it just keeps translating. So we make some space. Get rid of the crossbite. It's really easy to do in the little kids. But did he do any of my exercises? What exercises? He's on the spectrum. Just grew straight down. But we made some space. But here's the downside of working really hard early. All the baby teeth fall out.